Dallas hosts Houston Dynamo in an all-Western conference on Friday. Lee Phelps, William Hill's in-play radio host, is here on the line. He's going to preview the match for us today. The last meeting in May ended 4-1 to Dallas on the road. So is Houston in for another thrashing now they are without the home advantage?
I'm not sure about a thrashing, but you're right. I mean, they have been in a bad vein of form, haven't they? And they're not too great on the road either. Won at Toronto 2-1. That was back in May. Haven't won a game away from home since then. So I don't think it's going to be an easy day for them. It's interesting because, Dallas have slipped down to 6th. Houston in 9th. There's only 3 points between them. So, Houston, if they could get a win, then, they'd be pretty close to them. They've actually got a better goal difference as well. So they would go above Dallas if they were to win here. But I think Dallas is strong at home. Natalie, you alluded to that about the home form. They beat Toronto 3-2, beat LA Galaxy 2-1, drew 0-0 with New York Red Bull, and just won in the Cup as well. So I think they're on a good vein of form at the moment and scoring goals as well.
Yeah, well, obviously, it's a must-win for both teams, especially Dallas, if they want to stay up in sort of the top 6 there for the playoffs. But let's talk about goals now. Houston scored 1 goal at home. Can they score now they're on the road?
Yeah, I think they can. This interestingly enough, when you look at the head-to-heads between these two, not only did Dallas have a great head-to-head record and they've won the last 4, but there have been exactly 5 goals in each of the last 4 meetings as well. And they haven't scored all of them. Obviously, like you mentioned, it was 4-1 in the last game between the two of them. So I can see goals for both sides here.
Mm-hmm. Well, enough so that you'd put your money on it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, I think the more I look at the MLS and the more I watch it, the more I see that there are lots of goals in this division. You look at the for and against columns, and it's kind of like they'll score 24 and concede 20, score 20, concede 18. It's not like there are many teams who are defensively solid like we get in, say, the Premier League. Yeah. So I think it's pretty open, and I think there are. You look down the list, there are lots of games where you get both teams scoring. I think this is a good one. I mean, it's a big derby, this, isn't it? And Houston will be hurting from that record that they've got. So I think they'll be out to score goals here. Whether they can win the game is a different matter, of course.
Mm-hmm. Well, both teams to scores 1.98. Does that mean you're also leaning towards the over, and that's 2.1 888 Sport?
Yeah, that record that I mentioned there about the 5 goals in each of the last 4. I mean, obviously you only need 3 for an over 2.5 to land, don't you? So I think it will land. I think we'll maybe get 4 or 5 goals in this one as well. I think it could be really open, really interesting game. I probably wouldn't go any higher than over 3.5 for safety's sake, but yeah, I mean, you mentioned the over 2.5, and I'd gladly take that. I might just push it a little bit further even.
Mm-hmm. I also really like actually the Asian handicap market. I like Dallas to win at home. Right. You've got Dallas -1, 2.5, or you've got -1.5 at 3.5 there, both 888 Sport. Do either of those bets interest you?
I'm probably not quite as confident as you are there on that, if I'm being honest. But yeah, I can see why you go for it. But I could see like a 1-goal victory for Dallas at home. 4-1 last time. You're right. It could well, they could well do that again. But I'd be a little bit cautious about that. I think I'd just stick with just the over 2.5 would probably be enough there. Or the Dallas at over 2.5. The Dallas and both teams to score. There's a few ways into that bet, of course.
Yeah, and you know what? There is, if you like Dallas to win at home, there's actually pretty good odds there for their win. Winners market has Dallas priced 1.91, Bet365. The draw 3.5, also Bet365, and Houston Dynamo 4, Bet365. So would you play the straight Dallas win as well? Yeah,
I mean, like I said, I do like the over 2.5 and Dallas. I mean, the Dallas and both teams to score, you're getting around 4 for that. That seems like a big price to me, when you've got, a team who are favourites at home anyway. I don't think it's a big stretch. I think both can score. So, yeah, I mean, if you just want a shorter bet and a solid bet, Dallas to win. If you want a bit more on it, Dallas to win and both teams to score for me.
All right, fantastic, Lee Phelps. Thank you for joining us.
No problem.